Brains.
Hey guys, what's up? It's FatSanta122 bringing you another little game of demo. I just wanted to talk a little bit today about attachments. All right, I've been asked a couple times in the past, mostly by my friend Rocky. Shout out to my boy Rocky. He's one of the guys I jam with a lot, and he's a cool kid. And yeah, he's asked me several times, what attachments do you use? And I use my holographic sight and a silencer on pretty much every gun I use, just because I find that I feel like it really improves my game. You know, I feel like I do a lot more damage and can do a lot more. I stuck that guy. I was like, I'm gonna stick you. I don't give a shit. But anyway, it really improves how I play, and it just really suits my play style. Seeing as I'm like, apparently I can't use the iron sights very well because I don't know, my eyes are fucked up. Yeah, that's what I use. But honestly, it's really all about personal preference. I can't tell you what you should use and what you shouldn't use because honestly, it's like all personal preference. I'll see a lot of guys running with silencers. I see a lot of guys running with extended mags only. It's like really up to you. It's like that's one thing I just can't like say like, oh, this is definitively the best thing in the game for this gun. And that's honestly that's the way I feel. It's all about you have to use the gun and find out what is, the best combo for you, or or I mean, you could always run my setup. It's all up to you. I find, give it a try and see if you like it. Holographic sight and silencer seems to work really well for me, and that's all I can really talk on. I can't speak for other people. I can't say, oh, this is the only way to use this gun. It's really, really up to you, and how you got to use the gun and find what works for you. And sometimes, if you feel like you can't do any damage with a gun, pick another gun. There's just so many out there that are just really, pretty solid. I mean, it's like, honestly, if you want to use a gun, you just gotta, work through it and, earn those attachments, see what you like on it, see what you don't. I mean, some people can't use the holographic sight because it takes up too much of their screen. I honestly love it because I feel like it gives me a lot more stability when I'm shooting, and it doesn't, hop as much as a red dot. But that's just me. Anyway, guys, I do pretty decent in this demo game. I think I do 26 and 19. That's not great, but when have I ever done great? I'm never going to pull a 45-2 game. Just never going to happen, and it's cool. I'm so straight with that. Like I said in my last video, like, honestly, I find that, KD is one of those really just contrite things. It just doesn't matter. I mean, it only matters to you if you let it matter to you. Like, I pride myself on, trying to win every game I play, especially in demo. Demo is one of my favorite game types because I feel like it takes so much more strategy and so much more, it's that stuff that isn't luck, that you need to be a good player to win these. Especially if you're playing a pretty decent team like these guys. I'm pretty sure, yeah, we do pretty decent damage. That guy sucked, though. He was trying to get up on a jump spot. Whatever. There is one thing I need to say about attachments and guns and things like that. I'm just going to come out and say that people say that the Type 95 is the best gun in the game, and I feel like it's just way too good. I feel like it's like the M16 in all the other Modern Warfares. I feel like it's just like way, way, way too good. It smashes on people from miles away. It's the best sniper, and half the time it's the best shotgun because it can just pump out those bullets, and it can just it's ridiculous. I find anyway. And honestly, I've said this to my friend Noble and my good friend Rocky. I'm like, which Rocky uses the Type 95, so he's like, he gets a little nervous when I talk like this. But I'm like, Alright, dude, the Type 95 is just way too overpowered. If you don't have a freaking 5 KD playing with it, you're just not doing something right. Because that gun is just amazing. And like honestly, it just blows my mind that they continuously put guns like that in the game, where like it is just so clearly far and above other guns, and it's just like so annoying. But you know, and I was talking to my friend Noble, who was like, he's like, I don't know if it's overpowered, but it's really really good, and I find that if it's like head and shoulders above other guns, then it's probably overpowered. If it's like, if it's just that much better than every other gun in the category or whatever, then it's probably overpowered. And I was saying this, and I was like, well, take the the striker for instance. A lot of people say that it's overpowered. I'm not sure about it, because I mean, now it's probably overpowered since they patched a lot of the guns that were just like ridiculous, that just did way too much damage or what have you. But honestly, I just find that like the striker is the only shotgun that actually is reliable and can do pretty decent work, while all the other shotguns you are putting yourself at a major disadvantage for using. Which, I find like a lot of people using the models. I'm just like, dude, I like what you're doing, but you must be suffering to do that. And that's what I respect for. Like, I wouldn't do it because I like winning, and models I just find limit like usage, and it's like you can't shoot people when you need to shoot them. You need to get close to them and all this shit, and it just like really limits your ability to do damage. And it's just like I respect people for using it, but at the same time it's like I respect you, but damn girl, you did pick a hard gun to try with. I mean, at least use the USAS or something. That gun is terrible, but it still is it still shoots faster than a model, so whatever. But I gotta respect those people who don't use the best gun in the game, or like the FAMAS. Like I see people using that gun like in Black Ops, and I was just like, dude, you suck, because you have to rely on that crutch, the best gun in the fucking game. You can't just find a decent gun and do work with it. I hated losing gunfights because of the gun I was using. Last kill of the game, girl. I love it. But you just gotta, honestly, I hate when people use the best gun in the game and then claim that they're like far superior to you because they won gunfights. I just hate that stuff. But anyway, guys, that's my take on guns and OP stuff. I didn't realize at this game that half the people quit out, but whatever, we still smashed on them. They quit because we were smashing. Anyway, guys, this has been Fat Santa with a demo game, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace, guys.